And there's a new threat of eruption at Hawaii's Kilauea volcano. A new fissure has just opened up, the 17th, spewing steam, spewing lava. This is video of the 16th fissure, which is starting to calm down now. Hawaiian officials caution more eruptions could be on the way as red-hot lava in Kilauea's Summit Lake drains towards underground water, creating a potentially explosive mix. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has declared a major disaster there after days of the volcano spewing hazardous gas and lava high into the air. Kilauea on Hawaii's Big Island began erupting on May 3rd. We can now get the latest from Ivan Cabrera, who is at the CNN Weather Center. And Ivan, earlier this weekend, you had explained to us, with all your science and your diagrams, that this was going to happen.
Yes, and it continues to happen. And let me make this a point. Good to see you, Cyril. I think this is going to be the main threat. It has been and it will continue to be. Yes, there's a potential for an explosive eruption, and I will get very detailed in 3 dimensions in just a couple of minutes here. But let's recap what's been going on across Kilauea here. As Cyril mentioned, 2 new fissures since we last saw each other, 16, and now in the last couple of hours, the USGS reporting a 17th fissure, and that one looks to be pretty active. The 16th is now closing up. So one pops up, the other one, I mean, this is just quite something here. So that additional fissure is going to be monitored. High levels of sulfur dioxide, of course, are going to emanate from it. And then we're going to be watching for that potential explosive erosion over the next several days. By the way, this is the layout here of Lalani Estates. There's the evacuation zone. There are the closed roads. The new fissures have impacted the eastern area here, so we'll continue to monitor that. But this whole area here, folks, have been taken out of the way with good reason, as you can imagine, as these things continue to pop up just every few hours, every day or so. This is the lake, of course, and this is the camera that I've been showing you the last few days, noticing that as the lake drained its lava, it went underground, and that's the lava that's coming up through the fissures. I think, again, that's going to be the main threat. Notice as this continues to go down over the last several days, in one of our last pictures here, we can't see the lava anymore. That's an infrared camera, so the red you're seeing there, that's basically just a heat signature here. So as that lava drops into the crater and into the basically water table, let's talk about what could potentially happen as far as this explosive eruption here as we check in with our volcano. There's the lava. And again, what happens is you get these rocks that will continue to fall down, and that will create a blockage. I don't have to tell you what happens with the kinds of temperatures we're seeing in here. We're talking about temperatures well into 1,500 to 2,000 Celsius, right? Those rocks blocking that passageway at some point are going to give. And once that goes into the water tables you see there, we're going to have, watch out, quite an explosion here. But again, I'm really not too concerned about this. It's going to be a spectacular eruption when it happens. But I think, Cyril, because they have evacuated people out of the way, these boulders, which sometimes can be the size of a school bus, are not going to be impacting many folks. This is going to be within a few meters of the crater here. And before that happens, you must imagine people will be getting out of the way, and that's why they've closed the National Volcano Park there in the Big Island of Hawaii, expecting that explosion.